live in a few moments, so get ready,
I got
okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ask your questions below. After you ask your questions, make sure that you share this. Share this on Facebook. Share this in a group chat. Share this right now with your baby daddy, with your baby mama. Share this with your wife. Share this with somebody who you know that wants to know how to build their business credit. Share this with somebody who wants to know how they can better their lives through entrepreneurship. This channel is dedicated to economic empowerment through entrepreneurship. Share this to anybody who is interested in going and growing their business. Share this with them right now.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Alright guys, we're about to get ready to go live. Are you ready? Do you have your question asked? Did you ask your question below in the chat? Are you ready? Did you share this? Did you share this on your Facebook? Did you share this in a private group? Did you share this on Instagram?
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hey social media socialites, look, we are about to go live in a few moments, but before we go live, I need all of you guys to hit that like button right now. If you're watching and you're waiting, go ahead and be a participator. Don't just be a spectator. Hit that like button. And share this. Share this on your Facebook. Share this in a private Facebook group. I want you to tag a friend. I want you to text this. Text this in a group chat. If you are watching this and you have Instagram, do a screenshot and add me on Instagram at E.DeanCole. Make sure that you add me so that I can see the support, show the support, and show the love.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
We're about to go live in a few moments, so get ready,
I got
okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ask your questions below. After you ask your questions, make sure that you share this. Share this on Facebook. Share this in a group chat. Share this right now with your baby daddy, with your baby mama. Share this with your wife. Share this with somebody who you know that wants to know how to build their business credit. Share this with somebody who wants to know how they can better their lives through entrepreneurship. This channel is dedicated to economic empowerment through entrepreneurship. Share this to anybody who is interested in going and growing their business. Share this with them right now.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Alright guys, we're about to get ready to go live. Are you ready? Do you have your question asked? Did you ask your question below in the chat? Are you ready? Did you share this? Did you share this on your Facebook? Did you share this in a private group? Did you share this on Instagram?
I got 1, 2,
Are you ready to be
3,
a
4,
participator,
5,
not just a
6, 7,
spectator?
8.
Hey social media socialites, look, we are about to go live in a few moments, but before we go live, I need all of you guys to hit that like button right now. If you're watching and you're waiting, go ahead and be a participator. Don't just be a spectator. Hit that like button. and share this. Share this on your Facebook. Share this in a private Facebook group. I want you to tag a friend. I want you to text this in a group chat. If you are watching this and you have Instagram, do a screenshot and add me on Instagram at E.DeanCole. Make sure that you add me so that I can see the support, show the support, and show the love.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
We're about to go live in a few moments, so get ready.
I got
okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ask your questions below. After you ask your questions, make sure that you share this. Share this on Facebook. Share this in a group chat. Share this right now with your baby daddy, with your baby mama. Share this with your wife. Share this with somebody who you know that wants to know how to build their business credit. Share this with somebody who wants to know how they can better their lives through entrepreneurship. This channel is dedicated to economic empowerment through entrepreneurship. Share this to anybody who is interested in going and growing their business. Share this with them right now.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Alright guys, we're about to get ready to go live. Are you ready? Do you have your question asked? Did you ask your question below in the chat? Are you ready? Did you share this? Did you share this on your Facebook? Did you share this in a private group? Did you share this on Instagram?
I got 1, 2,
Are you ready to be
3,
a
4,
participator,
5,
not just a
6,
spectator?
7, 8.
Hey social media socialites, look, we are about to go live in a few moments, but before we go live, I need all of you guys to hit that like button right now. If you're watching and you're waiting, go ahead and be a participator. Don't just be a spectator. Hit that like button. And share this. Share this on your Facebook. Share this in a private Facebook group. I want you to tag a friend. I want you to text this in a group chat. If you are watching this and you have Instagram, do a screenshot and add me on Instagram at E.DeanCole. Make sure that you add me so that I can see the support, show the support, and show the love.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
We're about to go live in a few moments, so get ready,
I got
okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ask your questions below. After you ask your questions, make sure that you share this. Share this on Facebook. Share this in a group chat. Share this right now with you. And guys, we are live and we are back. If you're watching this live, you were like, Dean, weren't you just live? Yes, I was. And I was rushing so hard. I was rushing so fast on that last video, and I normally do a lot longer videos, but the reason why I was rushing was because I was going to do a live on my business partner and my homeboy's channel, but he is busy, he's tied up. So instead I'm going to sew into you guys, and I'm gonna take your phone calls. And if you're watching this on the replay and you don't have no idea what I'm talking about because this is your first video that you've ever seen of me, or somebody has shared this with you and you don't know who I am, my name is E.DeanCole and I own DeanCole Financial. We are a consulting firm, and we specialize in working capital, alternative finance, and business credit development. That's who I am. That's what I do. And this is a live call-in show. So it's not necessarily a live lecture or live podcast. I'm actually going to open up the phone lines. Oh, shoot. I'm going to open up the phone lines. And I hadn't opened up the phone lines in a minute. Hold on, I got to do some updating. And I'm going to take your questions. The last live that I was on, I wasn't able to answer any questions. So this time, I'm going to answer your questions live on the air. So if you're shy, just take a deep breath. I promise you I can't bite you through the phone. I can kiss you through the phone. I'm just teasing. Do y'all remember that song, Kiss You Through the Phone? Now, I know my sound is good because I was just live, but let me double check, just for the sake of it. Let me double check if my sound is good. Yep, we good. Okay, we good. So if you are watching this on the replay and you was like, Dean, I didn't know you were live again. What happened? I didn't know. You need to make sure that you subscribe. And after you subscribe, you hit that notification bell. So let's see who the first person in the building. The first person in the building was CJ. CJ's in the building. Hey, CJ, how are you doing? Micah is in the building. Hey, Micah, how are you doing? Chevy Chase is in the building. Hey, Chevy Chase. William T is in the building. All right. Spaz Calhoun says, let's get it. Absolutely. Let's get it. CJ is watching from Texas. So that's pretty cool. The title needs to be edited. All right, what does the title says? Okay, how to my credit. Thank you so much for that, Justin. Let me go and change that right now, my guy. I was rushing trying to do this. Shoot, can I edit this while we live? Let's see if we can edit, if I can edit this while we live. Thank you so much for that, Justin. I was trying to hurry up and rush and do this. Yep, how to fix. There we go. Bam. My credit live call-in show. Thanks so much for that, Justin. You are the man. Let's see if it's updated and fixed. Yep, it's updated in real time. That's what I'm talking about. Technology is amazing. Appreciate that. Justin Frazier, Chasing Andrew Jackson is in the building. So let's see where everybody is watching me from. So a couple of things. I know you guys just did this, and I appreciate your support. And I put you through all of that, but let's do it again. I need for all of you guys to hit that like button right now. And I need for you to share it. Yep, hit the like button and hit the share button right now. Hit that like button and hit that share button right now. I am not new to this. I am true to this. You guys know how we do it. Because of your support and because of your help, it allows the channel to grow. We are about to hit 20,000, and I'm excited about that, hitting 20,000. So let's see who is all in the building. Let's see how many people we got watching live. And I know it's going to be split because some people are still watching the old video. But hey, que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. Hopefully they'll come over and they'll catch this one. So let me go ahead and add you guys' comments to the screen. Boom, comments are on the screen. Let me slip on over. Boom, so that I'm in the shot. There we go. I am in the shot. So, matter of fact, let me do this. There we go. Bam, I'm in the shot all the way. I'm up through there now. I'm up through there. We good. I'm all the way up through the shot now. There we go. We up through there. Looking good. Am I looking all right? Am I looking all right? So, let's go ahead. I'm going to open up the phone lines, guys. I'm not going to be too dogmatic because we're splitting the live. People was just watching me. We have a total of 73 people watching live. After we get 50 thumbs up, I'm going to open up the phone lines. I'm not going to be too dogmatic about it. So after we get 50 thumbs up, 50 likes, I'm going to open up the phone line. I've noticed that we've had a lot of haters and trolls lately, and it's because of a lot of other things that I've been doing on other platforms. And I appreciate you guys' support. So for you guys that's been rocking with me from the beginning and day one, I appreciate you. And the content is back like it ain't never left. So let's go ahead and see who's all in the building, where you guys are watching from. CJ is watching from Texas. All right. Ian Miles is watching. Hey, Ian Miles, how are you doing? Harvey is in the house. CJ is watching from Houston. All right. Breezewood, PA. William T is watching from Breezewood, PA. How are you doing? All right. let's see. We looking pretty. We're looking janky right now. We got 80 people watching, and we only have 27 thumbs up. That's not good. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the phone lines. DeanCole for president. The president of a credit union. That's it. President of the credit union. I'll be president of a credit union. That's it. That's it. I'll be president of a credit union. That's what I will be president of, is a credit union. So we good. We Gucci and we good. We good and we comfortable and we good to go. So we're good. I'm going to open up the phone lines, guys, in a moment and allow you guys to call in with your questions. I'm going to open up the phone lines and allow you guys to call in. So, oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that. After that goes away, boom, there is the call-in number. Give me a moment. This is so unprofessional, but I got to move this out the way. This is live, bam. And that's what I did get for rushing, because I was rushing trying to do this because, oh shoot. I was rushing trying to do this because, I need to do this. I was rushing and trying to do this, and I'm not ready for you guys. I look like Tasha K. Do you guys ever watch Tasha K? If you watch Tasha K, I want you to say, I watch. If you don't know who Tasha K is, I want you to say, don't know. All right, so if you know who Tasha K is, I want you to say, I watch. If you don't know who Tasha K is, I want you to say, don't know. All right, caller, we got caller 901. I'm going to come to you in a moment, but first let me get everything together so I'm not looking like Tasha K in these streets. There we go. Hold on for a second. Tasha K, she's good at what she does, but she be all over the place. You hear me? I like her. I like her a lot. She does, she's very motivating to me. As a content creator, she's motivating to me. She be on her thing. There we go. Boom. Shoot. Wrong one. Hold on for a second, caller. I'll be coming to you in a moment. I'm going to be answering your questions in a moment. I just want to get my production together. And I wasn't prepared for a call-in show tonight, so give me a moment. Boom. There we go. My IG call out. Make sure you guys subscribe to me follow me on IG. All right, come on now. All right. Hey, caller, what's your name and where you calling from? Hello? 901. Hey, how you doing? I am winning, my man. I am winning. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I had a question for you. I noticed in a lot of your videos, you say trucking is one of the high-risk businesses, correct?
Yes, it is considered a high-risk industry.
Okay. Now, I noticed when you do the EIN, I'm actually in your course.
Awesome.
So, when you do the EIN, it asks you to
put the industry down.
Categorize.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I'm lost right there, and I was trying to get Patricia earlier to find out what's what.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. Well, first, your EIN is free. Doesn't cost you anything at all. You can start to get an EIN. You make a mistake, turn around and get another one. So, are you going to get your own authority? Are you going to run under your own authority?
Eventually, yes.
Okay, so if you're going to run under your own authority, what I would suggest that you do is you create your business as if it's just general business. When you do it as a general business, what that does is a general business management. You do general business management. So what you're doing is that you're building your business credit as a management company or a holding company, which is what a lot of people talk about. So that way you aren't looked at as high risk for your working capital and building your platform. And then what you do is when you're ready to get your own authority, then you get your authority and you have it as a trucking, as a transportation company or logistics company under your own authority. You can even look like a freight broker as well, how you look on paper. But the thing that's going to matter the most is your MC number and your insurances. But for the purposes of building credit to get around a lot of that, is you just want to make sure that you take transportation out of your business name. You don't want to do anything with transportation or freight in the name, as well as you want want to do general operating for your shell or shelf corporation. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I'm lost a little bit because I remember in the beginning of me doing the EIN, going to the rs.gov website earlier today, I remember something asked about, there was a portion in there that asked about general management or something to that effect.
Yes, sir.
I'm not too sure.
Yes, sir.
But I know I got hung up on the last part, which I believe is the fourth step, where they have different types of businesses categorized as transportation, accounting. That's where I didn't know what to put down. And I seen that they had other. When I hit other, it took me to another page, and then it had a few more listings, and then it had other again, to where I have to actually manually type in something, and I didn't know what to do.
Okay, so what you're going to manually type in is business management.
Type in business management.
Yes, sir. Type in business management.
Okay.
So when you go through and you type it in, you can type in business management, and that's going to allow you to, what in the world is going on here? That's going to allow you to get around that loophole. So once again, let's do a backdrop again. Now, ideally, this is what I would suggest that you do. Ideally, I would suggest, what's your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Tyrez, man, and I guess I'm from California, but I just most recently moved to Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay, so Tyrez, follow me, okay? So what you want to do is create Tyrez Holdings. That's one company, is Tyrez Holdings. Tyrez Holdings does everything. Tyrez Holdings is leased on underneath somebody else's authority. Tyrez Holdings is running Tyrez Holdings. Who are you running for under? Do you mind sharing who you're running under?
Right now, I'm a 1099. I'm running up under someone. Well, I'm utilizing somebody else's equipment, but I'm a 1099.
Okay, so Tyrez Holding utilizes somebody else's equipment. Tyrez Holding does that, all right? Now, when Tyrez is ready to start his trucking company and he's ready to get his own authority, then what you're able to do is to convert, after you've already built everything up. You hear what I'm saying? So after you've already built up your credit, after you've already built up, you have $200,000 in working capital. Then you convert, and then you get your MC number, and then you convert from a holding company. If you want to keep the same name, convert as a holding company over to trucking and transportation so you can get your MC number. Or the ideal thing to do is what most CEOs and entrepreneurs do, is you have your holding company sitting pretty with all that money, create Tyrez Trucking or whatever you want to call it. You don't worry about credit. You don't worry about any of that because your holding company got all the money, right? You follow me, Tyrez?
So, yeah, basically the holding company is like a parenting company.
Yes, sir. That's the best way to do it. And then when you're ready to get your own authority, you do everything else, create everything else, boom, you're good to go.
And should that holding company be established as an LLC or S corp?
That depends on your life. That depends on your life and your livelihood. Do you have any kids?
Okay.
Do you have any kids?
Yeah.
Or do you have a crazy baby mama, or do you have baby mama drama, or is she cool? Are y'all still together?
Right now, I don't owe no child support.
But that's not what I asked you. I didn't ask you that. Because we already know if she crazy, she see you pulling up on 22s, and she see you popping your collar, she see you with some new fine young tender thing, and she see you doing well, that could change. So as a business consultant and as your coach and mentor, I need to look ahead. You dig what I'm saying? So when you're playing chess, you always got to look 2 or 3 steps ahead. So that's why I'm asking to answer that question specifically. So is she cool? Has she tripped in the past?
Oh, no, she hasn't tripped.
Okay, are you guys on good terms? Does she seem like the type?
With one of my kids' mother, yeah, we're on good terms. The other one is in the air.
Okay, so then that being said, I strongly suggest that you make yourself a corporation. You don't want to become a single member LLC, because if you are a single member LLC, then you can be subject to very high child support. But when you are a corporation and an employee of your corporation, then that's not the case. If you schedule a one-on-one consultation in a private setting, I can break it all the way down for you, but that's stuff that I can't teach publicly.
Okay, I got you. Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. So, say that again now.
You told me to put business management in other sections.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, business management. Yes, sir. You're welcome. So let me ask you, my man, how are you liking the course? How are you liking everything?
I don't have no complaints, man. Personally, I know sometimes when you want to quiz or whatever, you know, your answers are kind of tricky.
It gets frustrating. It gets frustrating.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
It's like, well, hold on, man. I know it's this, but then you got to read it.
You got to read it.
A lot of times I find two answers with one question. I'm like, I know it could be both of them. It just depends on how the question is being asked and what he's actually looking for as a response to the question.
That's a very good question, and that's a very good statement. Let me tell you the reason why I say that is because let me give you a prime example. How many people you know say things like, since you're in my course and you know better, how many people you know say things like, well, I can be a sole proprietor. I mean, technically, I'm just a sole proprietor. That's okay. Have you ever heard that before?
No, not really.
Not really? Okay. Well, in the conversation? Okay. Well, basically, the reason why the course is as detailed as it is because if you go to apply, there is no halfway getting it right. It's either approval or denial. So it's designed to condition you and condition your problem solving skills so that you can know when you're sitting in front of a banker or when you're sitting in front of a loan officer or when you are about to apply, you know without a shadow of a doubt always what you need to put, because that's why we keep a 98% approval rating, is because we teach the actual underwriting guidelines. So that way we take out the guesswork, and it's just relearning something. It's just like when you learn something for the first time, sometimes it seems easy until you get in that thing. But all in all, though, it's designed to make sure you're successful. So other than that, what do you think about it? Have you learned anything new? You like it or you don't like it, or give it to me all the way straight?
I can't say that I don't like it. Some of the things were the basics that I'm on right now as far as, I guess, establishing your LLC, getting the virtual mail office, the virtual phone, all that's simple to do. I mean, I haven't ran into anything that's complex other than trying to understand and answer that correct answer to the quiz, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, I just knew from watching multiple videos of you, I've been following you first for like months.
Okay, cool.
It was you and the other guy down in Atlanta, or when you was down in Atlanta, can't think of his name. You know him. I heard you speak on him before.
Okay, Will.
And I was like, okay,
yeah, Will.
I'll go with.
Or Jay. Jay Morrison.
Yeah. And I was like, well, who do I go with? You know what I'm saying? I had reached out to Jay's Academy and I reached out to yours. I went with yours more because to me, you favor more the business side, and that's what I was looking for at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't have no complaints whatsoever, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get through the course and get the ball rolling. You know what I'm saying? And trying to get me a truck or two on this highway, man. I'm tired of being somebody else's mule.
Listen to me. I'm telling you, you have to go after your dreams, or somebody else is gonna pay you to build theirs. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But yeah, my man, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. But yeah, so my course is laser focused. It's niche down. I mean, we do have some free stuff that we give out in coaching when we talk about the real estate thing, and we talk about like a lot of the trucking aspects of things. But the main purpose and the main goal is specifically on how you're able to get business credit, get funding, and also how to repair and restore your credit. So that's what we are specifically laser focused on. Jay is very good at what he does when it comes to real estate and when it comes to other things. But the thing that really we focus on is specifically business and business credit. But thanks so much, my man, for calling. I appreciate you. And you have a good one, my man.
Thank you, man, and thank you for taking my phone call.
You're very welcome. All right, guys, I am taking your phone calls, 855-756-6639. That is 855-756-6639. I am taking your phone calls. All right, so let's go ahead and see what you guys are talking about in the chat. So Dumb Della G's, Dumb Della, give us a call. Call in the office. I mean, not office, but call in. Let's have a conversation about it. All right, you said Amex, American Express. How do they show up on your credit report? Do they boost it because it is no limit? So I'm confused on how they work. Okay, so Dumb Della, yeah, it shows up as a charge account. So what happens is you have something that's called an installment loan, and then you have a revolving loan. So a revolving line of credit. So it's going to show up as a charge account, as a revolving line of credit. So that's what it's going to do. That's how it's going to show up on your credit report, as a revolving line of credit. And then they're just going to post what you utilize. Hey caller, what's your name and where you calling from? Lucky, you calling from California.
Hey Dean, my name is Jay. Well, I'm in Atlanta, but I'm from San Diego.
Okay, you from San Diego. That's what's up, Indy, from the Bay Area, right? That's considered the Bay Area? No.
That's Oakland.
Oakland. Okay, you further out. Okay. Yeah, I'm from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. But hey, Jay, how you feeling, my man? How you enjoying the live show tonight, my man?
Man, I'm loving it, man. That suit sharp, man.
I appreciate it, my man. You know, you'll be able to get one of these pretty soon in the E.DeanCole collection when we do open up with this thing, the whole ensemble. You'll be able to do it. You did? So, but yes, sir.
I know it's good, man. You know, I'm trying to marry my queen here in the next year.
Congratulations, my man. Listen, if you got a good one, hold on to it. You hear me? Good women are hard to find. If you got you a queen and she's really holding it down, man, and she's living that title, you keep her, dude, and don't cheat, bro. Don't cheat. Hold on to her.
She'll break my hands first.
That's good stuff. That's good, and it's good that you know that too. So, what's your question, my man? How can I help you?
Well, basically, I'm a truck driver,
yes, sir.
as most of your clients are, I'm sure.
Well, not actually. Surprisingly enough, I think 25% of my clients are only truckers. I think you guys are the ones that stay diligent on YouTube the most. But I think 25%.
Okay.
You guys are the ones that actually like. I think it has a lot to do with YTTA, like the YouTube Trucking Association and all the good stuff and all that good stuff. But yeah, but actually.
Yeah. I watch Trucker Brown. I watch Low. I watch all of them now.
Okay.
They just got good information.
Yes, sir. That's what it's all about, man.
And basically next year, after the first of the year, and it stopped being cold, I was gonna, go step out on faith and do a lease purchase.
That's good.
And my question was, I also want to go to barber school, right?
Okay.
And I want to open up my shop.
Okay.
But my thing was, when I get ready to make that move, do I make that a separate entity from me being just me and my one truck?
Yes. Let me tell you the reason why. God forbid, let's do the cross. God forbid some silly soccer mom thinks that she can outmaneuver you in your 18-wheeler, and God forbid you hit her from behind because she cut you off like a lot of four-wheelers do when y'all riding heavy. And God forbid something happens and she chooses to sue you, then your barbershop and everything else is subject to litigation when you're all under the same umbrella. That's the reason why it's complicated. And I ask people, like the previous gentleman, he said, should I do an LLC or should I do a C corporation? Now, he has potential baby mama drama. You don't need to do an LLC. You need to just do the homework and do separate businesses. But if somebody like yourself, you have a LLC, it stands for limited liability. So that means that God forbid, if anything were to happen to you, or anything to happen to your trucks, your queen, y'all princesses and y'all princes and everything else, your house and your barbershop is protected because of limited liability. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. So that's the reason why I strongly suggest that you have limited liability and you don't have a corporate umbrella. I suggest you have separate businesses. Like, you see how quick and easy it is to start a business. You start a business for $150. It costs money to make money. Just start another business, make it a complete separate entity and build it out the right way. And then you're able to leverage. So the same way you can get $200,000 for one business, you get $200,000 for a second business. Now you got $400,000. You see what I'm saying? Same way you got the $400,000, you can open up another one. Now you have $600,000. So now you have leverage.
Okay. See the fact that I haven't done a lease purchase yet, but I have worked on my paper trail. Like,
okay,
I done filed everything for my trucking LLC. I got my website up, got my business email.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying? I got all of that set up before I even made that move.
Okay, awesome.
And so when I do make that move, right, and I have all of that set up, and it's time for me to do the vendor accounts that you were talking about a while back. When I set those up.
Now we're talking about the barbershop, right?
I put all of those.
Are we talking about the barbershop or are we talking about the trucking company? Which one?
No, but
which,
even with the barbershop, like.
So that's what I'm saying. I want to make sure I understand. So right now we're talking about the trucking company or are we talking about the barbershop?
No, I'm talking about the trucking company.
Trucking company. Okay, all right. So right now, and so also I want to make sure. Well, hold on for a moment. I want to make sure something. So how soon are you going to be running under your own authority? Or I mean, not under your own authority. How soon are you you said you're going to step out on faith in 2019, and then how soon are you looking to do the barbershop? Yes. So I need specifics on those to coach you properly.
The shop won't be till 2020.
Okay. So my advice to you is this. Focus all of your energy and efforts and be laser focused on your trucking company. 6 months before you're about to, and 6 months before you're about to go out and do your barbershop, start building on that. So let me explain. So right now today, you know what you're going to do. So you know right now today that you're going to build out your barbershop. Go ahead and create that LLC right now and just let it sit and let it get some seasoning. All right. And once you let it sit and get some seasoning, then you're going to be ahead of the game. So that means that you're running, you already created your LLC, you sit it to the side, just let it sit. Focus 100% on your transportation business, grind, ride heavy. Are you OTR or are you local or are you regional or are you at the ports?
Yeah, I'm straight OTR.
OTR. Okay, so that means I need for you to be riding heavy. I need for you to be sleeping at the shipper. I need for you to be focusing and getting all of your bonuses, getting all of your bonuses that you can with your fuel, all of that stuff. Focus, be laser focused on that for 6 months. And then when the 6 month mark comes around, you say, okay, in 6 months from now, I'm going to open up my barbershop. Then you're going to reach into your back pocket. That LLC that's been sitting for 6 months, it now has 6 months. Seasoning. So that means that you can skip ahead to tier 2 a lot faster. So when you skip ahead to tier 2 a lot faster, and now we're looking at 2 or 3 more months, you still in the truck, you still OTR, you still have very little home time, you still grinding. And when you are on your 9th month or ready to go to sign your lease and everything, you have built up another $100,000 in business credit for your barbershop that's just been sitting because it's been sitting on paper. But then you swipe your card, you sign the contracts, you write the checks, and now your barbershop is fully furnished using business credit. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so it's all about creating a paper trail.
It's not the paper trail. It's about building, not necessarily paper trail. It's about building, okay? Because you can create a paper trail and your paper trail be bad. Like if you are a sole proprietor and it's just sitting as a sole proprietor, even though you have a paper trail, it's still bad. It's about building and setting the steps. It's about setting the foundation.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So it's about setting the proper foundation so that you can build from. You're very, very welcome. Thanks so much for calling, my man. I appreciate you.
All right, man.
All right, you have a good one. All right, guys, I am taking your phone calls. You can call in 855-756-6639. That is 855-756-6639. So let's see what y'all talking about in the chat. Let's see what y'all talking about in the chat. All right. All right, you believe you my brother from another mother, Aaron? That's good stuff. Well, give me a call and let's talk about it. All right, hey caller, what's your name and where you calling from? Calling from Florida. 904 in the building. Can you hear me okay?
904, yes, sir.
That's good stuff. How are you feeling?
Everything good?
You said everything is good? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everything good, man. Everything good, man. I'm enrolling your program and
it's awesome.
Trying to make time, man. I'm so busy, man, but trying to get in there when I can.
Yes, sir. I understand. And that's why it's set up the way that it is. There are certain people that get into my course. So for all of you road runners that's be like, man, hurry up and let's do it. The course is designed for people like him.
You trip me out every time you say it, man. Every time I watch your live, it's like, you know, the whole thing.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. So for all the people that are road runners, it's designed for people at all walks of life. For individuals like this, it's not a race. It's about getting to where you need to go. So don't feel bad if you have to take a couple days off or a couple weeks off. You have 12 months to maximize on your material.
Right. So now I know I think I watched your video. I don't know if it was. And there was a couple of videos, and you were explaining. It might have been the recent one.
Mm-hmm.
You were talking about the beginner's course.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I kind of even though I already got a lot of that stuff already kind of down pat, already established it.
Mm-hmm.
But I did it anyways, just for the refresher, just to kind of know the depths of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just so I don't miss anything.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like I said, I already got everything. I already got the. Well, first of all, I've been doing it for 4 years.
Okay,
my
awesome.
EIN and all that.
Awesome, good stuff.
So I mean, I got everything. You know, the virtual office, the you know, the phone, the business phone with 411 and all that. All that stuff is done. I got some credit lines already there. Uline.
So what's your question? So what's your question? So my
question is, I mean, I'm getting approvals, but the rates is not great, man. I mean, I'm honestly, I don't have a problem getting approval when they see, because they see the gross.
Yes, sir.
I'm bringing in about $28,000 a month.
Congratulations.
You know, so I'm bringing up the revenue. So yeah, I'm getting approvals, but the rates are just too high.
So when you say
it seems like I can.
So let's be specific. So
and it just seems.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm saying so. It just seems like I can't get through as far as getting the lines of credit. You know, the stuff that are, you know, kind of for what I do. You know, trucking. You know, just having a line of credit is just easier for me because of the revenue. I can utilize it, pay it off, and I always have that liquid cash available. So I just kind of, you know, need your input.
Yes, sir.
You know, like what do I need to do as far as trying to get those, you know, the line of credit and stuff like that.
Let's talk about it. So for all of my clients, when I say that trucking is high risk, this is the definition of that. It doesn't mean that it's impossible. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get funding. As you can see, this gentleman is doing a very good job of getting approvals and getting funding. He's following the course. He's following the steps. He's doing what he needs to do. But because trucking is high risk, you know, that's one of the things. I mean, you make a lot of money, but sometimes you gotta pay to play. So let's be specific. When you say you're getting approvals and the interest rates are not good, let's be very specific. Tell me, what have you recently got an approval on? What was the interest rate and what did you want it to be?
Well, let me give you some fresh loan approvals.
Yes, sir.
You know, they give you 20,000. Okay. And also too, the terms is not that great. And
okay.
I don't know if they based on how much money I produce, because they say, well, they figure I can pay because of the money I'm bringing in. But one of them is, like, for instance, 20,000. I got a couple for 20,000. Well, one for 20, one for 25. The one for 20 is a 6 month term.
Okay. So this is working capital. So pause for a moment.
Right.
So pause. Yes. So for everybody that's watching, and listening, What he's talking about is not credit cards. He's not talking about a SBA loan or traditional loan from a bank. He's talking about working capital. He's talking about working capital. Okay, go ahead. So you're talking about working capital, 6-month term.
Exactly. So, exactly. So you got 20,000
and then you have to pay it back in 6 months.
It's a daily. And it's and it's daily. It's a daily. It's not weekly or monthly. It's daily.
Okay, so let's pause for a moment. So that helps me to understand. So when you're dealing with working capital, and like I teach in the course, if you deal short-term financing, higher interest rate. Longer-term financing, the better interest rate. The shorter amount of time in business, the higher the interest rate. The longer the amount of time in business, the longer the interest rate. Now, you've been doing a very good job because you've been in business for 4 years. So that's good. Now, let me ask a couple more questions to get a little more guidance for you. So how long have you had your 80 paydex score?
Now that's the thing. For the 4 years, man, the beginning of this year is when I actually find out about the whole business
credit. Okay.
Thing. So I just got my paydex from Dunn's, because I had to kind of let some of those payments and some of those trade lines kick in. So been about maybe 2 or 3 months.
2 or 3 months. Okay.
BNB kind of say, hey, you know, we see some activity. You met our criteria. We're going to open a profile for you. And my paydex is 80, which
That's
is
good.
And I seen your videos when they said you can have 80, but then you got to have enough credit trade line.
So let's pause for a moment. Yep. So let's pause. So let's pause right there, because I want to use this as an opportunity to teach, and this is a great call. So this is prime example, guys. So that's the reason why I explain that when people say to me like, Dean, well, I've been in business, and I'm not talking about you, I'm just specific. People say, well, Dean, I've been in business for 5 years.
I know.
So they'll say, I've been in business for 5 years or 10 years or 3 months or 2 months, or I already know how to do this, or I already know how to do that. And I'm glad that you did go through the startup coaching, because that helped you get to where you are now. A lot of times in the eyes of the banks and the eyes of the lenders, you're not considered in business until you have that profile established. So for everybody that's watching on the replay, if you understand, I want you to say understand. Even if you're watching, everybody that's watching live in the chat, I want you all to say understand. Even if you're watching this on the replay, I want you to say understand. I want you to make a mind-muscle connection with this content. So that's the reason why it's so important. So even if your business has been set up, but if you have not established business, so the gentleman, great example, 2 calls back to back. So the gentleman before was saying it's all about a paper trail. No, not the paper trail. It's about being established the right way. So that means that's the reason, one of the reasons why even though they're offering you 20,000 and 25,000, one of the reasons why is because of the length you have been established in the eyes of the banks. You're considered a newer business, but we can get around that. So let's talk a little bit about what your goal is. So you just want a line of credit. That's what your goal is. You just want some working capital line of credit. Is that right?
Right. Yeah. Just a line of credit. And you know, I had 3 trucks.
Okay, that's awesome.
One got hit by lightning, so I got.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
And it was going good for a little while, but one of those drivers, man, it just wasn't. It didn't have the work ethics.
Yes,
it wasn't doing what
listen. Good help in the trucking industry. Good help is so hard to find, man. Listen to me. Good help is so hard to find.
Yeah, so I had to let him go. So now I'm working because I'm serious about what I'm doing. You know, and so I had to let him go. The company actually put something on the record on his life, and I tried to give him a break. I said, dude, just pay the damages and be good and get it good. So anyway, so it's been like 3 months. I got another truck because I thought this guy was good. You know, he seems to be, you know, a family man and this and that. So I went and got me in debt and bought me another truck and $85,000.
Wow.
And then really didn't work out. I mean, I had to babysit the guy and tell him how to do this, and he's supposed to have the experience. So anyway, so I'm working twice as hard. I've never been late.
That's good.
I mean, I'm paying, you know, my total bills between business and personal is about $14,000 every month. Never been late.
So let's pause
I'm
for a moment.
struggling.
So let's pause for a moment. Let me understand something. So right now you have 2 trucks. Are they both running? Are you running both of them, or is one
Well,
running?
I'm running. Well, I had to jump. Well, I had drivers on it, but then me, because I'm serious about my business and I have a long-term goal, I had to get up from the house and jump on one of them, just kind of pick up.
Okay. So I want to make sure I understand. So you are running one truck and you have somebody else in the other truck. Is that right?
Right.
Okay, cool.
But I wasn't working as hard because,
I understand. Now you're about your business. I understand. It's fine. It's fine. Listen, it's life entrepreneurship is ups and downs. It's ebbs and flows. That's how it is. So let me ask a couple more questions. I want to make sure I get a clear picture. So are you guys OTR? Are you regional? Are you local? Or are you at the ports?
Yeah. I was over the road, but then through connections and relationships, I'm actually kind of piggyback on an account through General Motors, and that's what's really helping me out, really stay above water with paying 2 trucks.
So are you OTR or are you doing dedicated with General Motors?
Well, it's dedicated now. Yeah,
okay.
From OTR to dedicated.
Okay, so right now your truck is running dedicated.
Yes, sir.
All right, and what about your other truck? Is your other truck on the same route?
No, it's hard to find a driver, man. And then when I put an ad of how much I'm paying, they don't believe it.
Okay, so that means your other truck is sitting. It's not running right now. It is sitting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been sitting for 3 months. Yes,
okay.
Sir.
All right. So that's what I needed to understand. That's what I needed to know. Okay. So that helps me to understand why you need this working capital as well. So let's talk about it a little bit more. What is your equipment? What do you have?
I have a 2013 and 2015 Cascadia.
Okay, Cascadia. All right. If you did get somebody else in the the truck, how will they be running the same dedicated route as you?
Yeah, because they constantly opening lanes, and
okay.
That's the frustrating part because I can actually double. I can actually bring between 50 and 64,000 a month in revenue.
Okay, and so you haven't.
I'll actually double up.
So my advice would be to reach out to when you're sitting at the shipper, you're waiting to be loaded or you're waiting to be unloaded. Make friends with some of the guys and ask and tell them that, say, I got an extra truck. You know anybody that wants to, that's reliable, that got a CDL, and then you're gonna have to do a sign-on bonus. So I would suggest, so that you can hurry up and double and triple up your money, I would suggest you do a $1,000 sign-on bonus, and I'm gonna show you how to get the $1,000. You're gonna get it from working capital. That's what working capital is for. So that way you can get somebody in your truck for 30 days. Because how much is that truck paying by itself when it's just sitting? How much is that note by itself?
3,000.
Okay, yeah. So it's 3,000. So if you were to go ahead and get somebody in the truck and turn around and pay $1,000 as a sign-on bonus, that's gonna bring people on, and that's gonna bring people seriously on. And also go into YTTA and post in YTTA. Post on your Facebook every single day. You need to post 3 times a day: morning, noon, and afternoon. And it's simple. Take a picture of your truck. Take a picture of your truck. Take a picture of General Motors, a GM symbol. You can go on Google and get a GM symbol and say, now hiring $1,000 sign-on bonus, and post that every single day. The reason why you post it in the morning is because when people wake up, the first thing they do is grab their phone and go on social media. The reason why you do it at lunchtime is because as soon as people finish eating their food, they sit down, pull up their phone, look at social media. The reason why you do it in the afternoon is because as soon as people finish their job and they go sit down at home, they pull up their phone for social media. So that's why you need to post 3 times a day, and do that consecutively. Do a $1,000 sign-on bonus, and you're gonna find somebody within 10 days. I guarantee you that you will. Marketing is amazing. I promise you that you will. So that's that. Now let's talk about this. Now let's talk about the working capital situation. So Need. Okay, so Mr. Johnson, somebody just emailed me, but that's not the instructions. The instructions wasn't to email me, but nevertheless, it's okay. Hopefully they'll follow the instructions, but I'm live right now, so it is what it is. Now let's talk about the other aspect of it. Now, because in the eyes of the banks and the lenders, you are considered a newer business, you can alleviate and get better working capital if you did go through a credit union, and or if you did go through and do a personal guarantee. There are some credit unions that they don't require a personal guarantee, but they do want to see your scores. For one, the Patriot Act, and two, to verify that you are responsible. They're not going to report to your credit, but they will see your credit. That's one of the underwriting criteria. So what is your personal score right now?
Well, and that's the thing, you know, I heard, and I probably watched one of your videos in the course, you know, you talk about don't mix your
business and personal.
To trying to ride. And so what happened is, like, for instance, I use some of my credit cards. I bank with Navy Federal Credit Union, which, by the way, they've been very, very, very good to me.
Yes, sir.
On the personal level. Now, on the business, you know, I don't know you.
Yep, absolutely.
But on the personal, I mean, I've got $40,000 loan, which I paid in 6 months.
That's awesome.
I got a credit card for 10, another one for 5, and that's what I use. I use my personal to kind of fund my business.
Okay, which is the number one mistake.
And that's so.
But okay, so let's.
I know.
So let's.
So my FICO was 720, and because I used that and I didn't pay it within that 30 days to bring that utilization down, it went down from 720 to like 650.
Okay.
638.
So right now you're at 650, 638?
Yes, sir.
All right, and so you said that you haven't paid anything late. You just are high leverage with your utilization. Is that right?
Yeah, right. I
Okay.
just didn't pay within that time limit, so it won't. So you know.
Okay, so let's do some math.
Real high.
Okay, so let's do some math. What is all of? Just tell me the limits for everything that you have. What is your limit? and let me know if you're maxed out on everything that you have.
Okay, I got the.
You said 40,000. Are you maxed out for that?
Credit card, the credit card, right? No, well, it's kind of close. I mean, the 10,000 is at 8,900. The 5,000 is at 3,900.
Okay. What's next?
And well, I have a line of credit with them, but it's 1,500. But I mean, I only use like 300 out of that. So
okay.
I don't really hardly use that.
Okay. What's next?
Line of credit.
All right. What's next?
I mean, that's I mean, as far as that, I mean, I have a car through them, you know, a vehicle.
So, well, not the car. Let's just
credit cards and.
Yeah, like credit cards and loans. So 15,000 is what I have as a total so far.
Right, and I had a loan for 40 and I paid it.
So it's paid off?
Okay. Term. I paid it in 7 months. Yeah,
okay.
I paid it in 7 months.
So check this out. So this is the purpose of the 100-point credit boost. So right now you have $15,000 and you're maxed out. So your utilization is extremely high. When you go through and you get those guaranteed lines of credit, that's $14,000. As soon as they show up on your credit report, that's going to take your utilization down to under 30%, and it's going to boost your scores back up to the 680 mark.
Okay.
Now, after your scores are at the 680 mark, what I strongly suggest that you do is purchase a seasoned trade line. If you purchase a seasoned trade line, that's going to take you to the 750, 760 range, and you'll be good to go. And that you can do that in 45 days. So first thing is I suggest is Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, and that's what I did. I mean, I didn't necessarily purchase, but I knew a good friend, you know, had credit for a long, long time, and actually kind of let me piggyback on some of their credit cards were like 15,000, 25,000. That's how I got my score to the 720.
That's good. I don't know how old those cars are, and I don't know the utilization, but I
15,
do.
20 years.
Okay.
15, 20 years.
15. Are you still showing up as an authorized user for those right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, then if that's the case, then, and the utilization, what is the utilization on those cards? That doesn't sound right.
Oh, no, yeah. They keep it under 2%.
Well, then that doesn't sound right then. So why would that doesn't mean that doesn't sound right. Something's not quite adding up. Because the reason why I say that is because your credit score is a math equation, right? So that's how come I'm able to tell what's going on people's credit report based on their scores. So something's not adding up.
I know when Navy Federal, because they report on the 8th. That's when because I asked them, when do you guys report? And they said on the 8th. The 8th hit. The next day on the 9th, I mean, the numbers dropped. And this is within a 60-day. So it just didn't happen on the first 30. It went and dropped a little bit more on the following 30 days.
And you're 1,000% sure you had not been more than 30 days late on anything. The only thing is your utilization. But see, that's the thing that doesn't make sense. So let me tell you the reason why that doesn't make sense to me. Because if you have a card that's $25,000, and what's the other card you said you have? That's the other AU that you have?
One is 25. The other one is 15,000.
15. So that's a total of $40,000, right? So if you had $40,000.
Right.
Okay, so that means that if you had $40,000, and if you have 15,000, that means that your utilization, you have 25,000 available with your entire credit profile. So I don't see how it would go up with a 40% utilization, how it would drop so much. There has to be something else going on. That's what I'm
trying to figure out myself.
Yeah, so this is what I suggest you do. Let's do this. So what we've just done is very similar to how we do when I do my one-on-one consultations. What I strongly suggest you do is schedule a one-on-one consultation. And when you schedule your one-on-one consultation, have your credit report ready. Go to Credit Check Total, get your credit report, and send that over, and we can go through it together, line upon line, precept upon precept, and I can put my finger on it, and I can tell you exactly what's causing your score to go where it's going, and I can tell you exactly what you would need to do to boost it. The reason why I'm saying that is because once you do that and you boost your scores, I would strongly suggest that you can get working capital. You can get working capital. You can get $150,000 with your scores being at a 680. And you said that you've been in business with the IRS, for 4 years. So when you did your tax return last year, what how much did you net? Not gross, but net.
Probably 90.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you could easily get $150,000 in working capital. I strongly suggest let's look at your credit report together, and let's see exactly where it is, and you'll be able to get a traditional type of loan where it is 2 years old instead of 6 months. Get something that's 2 years or 3 years old, $150,000 as a line of credit for you to utilize when you need it, to draw against it.
Right, because my accountant just finished, and again, I kind of didn't do everything. I got an accountant, and he finished my 2016, 2017.
Okay, that's good.
2017, I froze 173, almost 174,000, and actually the business profit 45,000.
That's good stuff.
So I did pretty well.
You did extremely well.
I know, like on your videos, it says that you either choose to use a lot of deductions, so you don't have to worry about IRS, whatever. But the problem is if you want funding and you don't have any profit, and you have more of a loss, then they're not going to give you anything. So I try to kind of fluctuate and trying to keep an even balance. Use some stuff, to cover some expenses, but at the same time, not too much. So I want to have that door available where I can go in and they can look at my loss and profit and say, oh, okay, you're pretty profitable. You did pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
And so yes, it was a pretty good year. And this year is going to be even better because my projection for this year is going to be a little over $225,000. So it's increasing the money coming into the business.
So that's good stuff. So yeah, you're doing good. You're winning. So that being said, my advice, what I strongly suggest that you do is let's schedule a time to do a full one-on-one consultation. And after we do this one-on-one consultation, make sure that you have a copy of your credit report so we can look at it line upon line. And then that's the case, then we can get you that $150,000 working capital line of credit that you can pull against. Okay.
Okay, and that's kind of what I want to talk to you about it because I know you mentioned it before.
Mm-hmm.
Now I do have identity IQ. Is that okay with you?
No, you have to do credit check total. That's the one that the underwriters use. So you have to use. So pull your credit check total. Yep. So pull your credit check total. That's the one that the underwriters need. That's the one that they use. Pull up the credit check total, and then we can go over it together.
Okay, I had him. I canceled it, and I went and got the identity IQ. But
it's okay.
I had it too. Okay.
All right. Well, I look forward to it. So just call. Yeah. So just call the office. Not this phone line. This is for the show. But call the office line. Call the office line, and then we can go from there.
Right.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thanks so much, my man. I look forward to you. Much success to you, and we're gonna help you get past this situation. You're doing good stuff. All right, guys, I am taking your phone calls, guys. That was a good phone call. Did you guys like that call? All right, so look, somebody already asking, what state is he in? Listen, if you are looking, you need to move to whatever state he's in, and you need to run for him. Get you a nice little extended stay. He going to do $1,000 sign-on bonus. He going to get you straight, a dedicated route. So if you stand with your girlfriend right now, you stand with your baby mama, or if you are staying at your auntie house or your mama house or your grandmama and them house, you need to make yourself available. Step out on faith. This is a great opportunity for you. So my guy, let's see where he was. Guys, you tell me what area code this is. Hey caller, what's your name and where you calling from? But first, let me see what area code my man just called from, so you can see what state he was in. He was in San Diego. No. He was in Jacksonville. He was in Jacksonville, Florida. I think he was in Jacksonville, Florida. But yeah, hey caller, we got a caller calling from Chicago. Chicago's in the building. Shy City.
Yes.
How you feeling, mama? Say that again now.
Doing just great, man. Thanks for asking. Doing just great.
That's awesome, my man. Awesome. How you liking the show so far today? How you liking it?
Oh, I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it.
That's good stuff. Depending on what your call is, you might be the last call for the night. That last call was a good one, but so you might be the last caller for the night, depending on your call. So, how can I help you, my man?
Yeah, so thank you. Thanks for accepting my call today. I'm having a difficulty with establishing my net 30s.
Okay.
Now, as far as my understanding is Cabela's part of a net 30 profile where you can start to build a business credit?
No, sir, not Cabela's. No, sir. I have not heard of them. So when the way that you establish your 80 Paydex is that you have to do business with the companies that do report. So not all companies report to the credit bureaus. So it's very important that what you must do is you must apply for all 5 companies at the same time on the same day. The mistake that a lot of people do is they piecemeal it out. They'll apply, let's say they apply for one place on like the 1st, they apply for another place like on the 14th, apply for another place on the 20th, and then forget to apply for anything else. But in order to make Dun & Bradstreet recognize, then you have to trigger them. The way that you trigger them is that you need 5 different companies that you apply for. All 5 of them must report to the credit bureaus. That's thing number 1. Thing number 2 is you need to get these accounts towards the middle or end of the month. So now, today being the 17th or the 16th, today's 17th, this is the perfect time for you to get all 5 of them. Then what you need to do is wait until November comes, the second week of November, right before your 30 days become due, the week before your 30 days become due, and pay all of them. If you do that at the end of November, you should have an 80 paydex.
Sounds great. But how do I apply for them? Because I call you line, I call Granger.
Are you enrolled into my course?
Not at the moment.
Okay, so yes, sir. So I strongly suggest you enroll into the course, because when you enroll into the course, we walk you step by step through the process, and we show you exactly how you're supposed to apply, so that you can be triggered. So I don't know how you're set up. I don't know how your business is set up. I don't know how your business is structured. So that's the reason why the course is designed to walk you step by step. The reason why it's very important is because if you apply for these people and these companies before you're set up the right way, you will become red flagged. Have you ever heard me talk about being red flagged before?
Yes.
You do not want to be red flagged, because if you're red flagged, that means that they will not lend you credit, because you're considered a high risk business, because you're not set up the proper way. So it's kind of like this. When you go to the club, right? You sound like you're a young man in Chicago. What's your favorite club in Chicago? You go to the club in Chicago?
Yeah, not no more.
Not no more, but you used to go? Okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So let's say there's a nice jazz bar, and they say in order for you to come, you have to wear a suit jacket. And you come with a jean jacket. If you come with a jean jacket, can you get in the club if they say you have to wear a suit jacket?
Absolutely not.
Nope. But it's still a jacket though, but it's not the dress code, right? So that being said, that's how I teach the course, because, the #1 best-selling book of all time says that there's a way that seems right to a man, but the end thereof is destruction. And that #1 best-selling book is right there over my shoulder. There's a way that seems right to a man, but the end thereof is destruction. And that's why you have to make sure you follow it step by step when you enroll into the course, so that you don't make that mistake. So I don't know how you're structured. I don't know, what's reporting. I don't know if you have forced yourself in the automatic underwriting engines. Like, I don't know all of those things to be able to say how come they're not reporting. How long have you been a LLC? How long have you been a business?
2 years. And also, I have
Okay.
major credit cards. I have American Express.
That's great. American Express doesn't report. That's good. American Express doesn't report to Dun & Bradstreet or Experian Business, but it's very great. It's very good.
Oh.
That means that you did a personal guarantee. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But you have to establish your business credit. So it sounds like you've done a very good job of establishing your personal credit, which is great. But if you want to establish your business credit, those are the things that you have to do. You have to follow those steps, step by step. So if you got an Amex, man, you tripping. Go on and invest into the course. Stop being cheap. Enroll into the course, so you will know exactly what you need to do, and you can follow the steps step by step, and you'll have access to me through coaching on Tuesdays and Thursdays, through our live Q&As, and you'll also get discounted rates if you want to do one-on-ones. And you will be there. I promise you're going to get a return on your investment.
Now, with all of the credit cards that I have, they're under my actual business.
That's cool. So what happens is that they have your business name on them, but you're the personal guarantee. So if they're not reporting, who do you have right now? What credit cards do you have right now? How many do you have?
For my business, I have 5.
Okay, who you have? American Express, and who else?
I have 2 American Expresses. I have Chase, PNC, Bank of America.
Okay. So Bank of America doesn't report to Dun & Bradstreet or Experian Business. American Express doesn't report to Dun & Bradstreet or Experian Business. PNC does have a product that does report to Experian Business. Chase does report to Experian Business, but they don't report to Dun & Bradstreet. So PNC and Chase, they do report to Experian Business. But you have to have a total of 5 payment experiences with Dun & Bradstreet so that you can get that tier 4 funding, so that you can stop doing the personal guarantee if you want to. Now, if you want to continue to do a personal guarantee, sounds like you've done a very good job. You can continue to do so, but if you want to build business credit that's 100% separate, you're gonna have to go through that. You got to take off the jean jacket and you got to put on the blazer, and stop being cheap. You have all of those credit cards. Enroll into the course, invest into the course. It's a tax write-off at the end of the year. It's free money. You will be successful. I promise you that you will. And because my course also comes with a 100% money back guarantee, you tripping. you tripping if you haven't enrolled into the course and you got all those resources.
Now understand. Okay, let me explain this. Now those cards that I have, they're not reported on my personal credit.
Okay. Chase does, and PNC does, Bank of America does. I'm 1,000% sure. I will bet you money. If you go to Credit Check Total and pull a copy of your credit report, they do report. I will guarantee you 100% they do. American Express might not, but I will bet you cash money that PNC is reporting, Bank of America is reporting, and Chase, especially if it's a Chase Inc. card, is reporting. It shows up, 1,000%.
I'm not lying to you, Dean. It's not reporting on my credit report. I'm always looking at it. I don't see PNC on my credit report, not one time.
Okay.
Not on my personal credit report.
Okay. Would you you would need to when have you do you pull up credit? Do you go Credit Check Total? Who do you use for your credit monitoring?
Credit Check Total only.
Okay. Well, you say that they're not there, but my experience is that they have been there, unless I can actually see it. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but I doubt that I am. But that being said, you still need to go through and establish if you want to have business credit that's separate from your personal credit. Every single client that I have done business with that has Bank of America and that has Chase and that has PNC, it does show up. I know that American Express doesn't always show up, depending on which Amex card that you have, but it does show up. And also, but nevertheless, do you have a corporation? Do you have a C corporation, or do you have an LLC?
C corp.
That's the reason why.
Like S corp.
You have an S corp. That's the reason why. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, you have an S corporation, so you have actual corporate credit. There we go. Never mind. Okay, there we go. I apologize. I thought I heard you say you have an LLC. Forgive me. So yes, so you have a C corporation. Then if you have a C corporation or an S corporation, then they will not show up, because in your bylaws and your corporate shield, it will not allow it to. So remember, guys, when I talk about if you have baby mama issues and different things like that, the purpose of that is because of the corporate shield. That corporate shield gives you that extra layer of protection, just like this gentleman right here. So you have something that's called a bylaws and a corporate shield. And in your bylaws and corporate shield, it does not allow the credit companies to report to your personal credit. Just like you're not able to get imputed income for child support and for litigation. So that helps me to that makes a little more sense. Okay, that makes a lot more sense actually. So that being said, you would need to go through and get your 5 payment experiences so that you can build up your Dun & Bradstreet, and then also build up your experience. Who are you using for your business credit monitoring? Who do you use?
You know, I was using what is it, NAV?
Okay. So you don't need my course then.
But they're not reporting accurately.
Okay, so you don't need my course. You need one-on-one consultation. I don't want you to, if you enroll in my course, you'll be frustrated because you're so far advanced. If you want to schedule one-on-one consultation, schedule one-on-one consultation, and then we can look at everything together. I can look at your business structure, and I can figure out what's stopping you, why Dun & Bradstreet is playing around, and why NAV isn't reporting properly. So you do have a chink in the chain so far, but you're doing a phenomenal job, my man. You're killing it. You are killing it. You are killing it. You should feel extremely proud of yourself. You should feel great. Matter of fact, everybody that's watching this on the chat and also watching on the replay, I want you guys to give this man 5 thumbs up. I want to see 5 thumbs up emojis going by. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me see all 5 of them thumbs up emojis going by. You are killing it. You should feel very proud of yourself because you have built out a corp, and you have built out a corp, and you have established it. So let me ask you this. When you did your corporation, what financials did you use with American Express and Bank of America? Did you upload your financial? How did you upload your financials for your business?
Okay, repeat that again.
So when you went and you applied, how did you, where did you go and upload your financials? Did you upload your financials through Dun & Bradstreet to be able to secure the corporate credit? Where did you upload the financials?
Yeah, it wasn't through Dun & Bradstreet.
Who did you upload it through?
I actually called and applied it.
Okay, and uploaded it directly through them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Based off my personal credit, because it's fantastic.
Okay.
They was able to give me what I was inquiring about, and since they seen that my business was structured properly,
yes, sir,
I was approved.
That's awesome. Congratulations. You're doing a phenomenal job. So that being said, I strongly suggest that you do a one-on-one consultation. So that way we can look at everything. I can see exactly how you're structured, see how everything is, and figure out what is stopping you from getting to that next point, to that next level. What is your business, if you don't mind me asking? What is it that you do?
I'm a consultant.
Okay.
I assist people as far as structuring their business and portfolios.
Okay, that's good stuff. So we do similar things.
Yes.
Okay, that's awesome. So yep. So I surely see.
I'm not at your level. I tell you that I'm not at your level. I mean, I was self-taught. You know, I've made a few blemishes, but you know, I sit back and I read a lot and I watch videos, and I'm just self-taught. Everything I did, I was self-taught, self-presentation, and you know, it's good to know that you're telling me that I actually structure my business properly. I just need some more.
Yeah, it's just something.
More education from you.
Yeah, it's just something. It's just something. It's just a small fox that destroys the vine. It's something that is keeping you. That one little small thing is just like, for instance, the prime example, best example is the coat. Like I have on a coat, I have on the slacks, I have on everything, but the coat is made out of jean and not made out of wool, or not made. It's still a coat, but it's just that one little small thing. So that being said, that is what's stopping you. I can't tell you exactly what it is without actually pulling everything up in the underwriting engine and being able to pull everything up and look at everything, especially now that I know that you have a C corporation and your credentials and you uploaded your credentials the right way, then it's something small and I can kind of figure out what it is. If we can have the dedicated time where we can pull everything up, I can pull out my underwriting engine and then go from there.
Fantastic. Sounds great.
All right.
Sounds great. I'll definitely set that consultation up with you.
You're so very welcome. And what's your name again? And you're calling from Chicago?
Yeah, my name's Twan.
Twan?
Twan.
Twan, like Antoine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Twan. Well, thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it, my man. And you see all these thumbs up in the chat. All those thumbs up in the chat are for you, my man. Congratulations. You should feel extremely proud of yourself, my man.
Thank you.
You should feel extremely proud of yourself.
Thank you very much.
All right. You have a good one, my man. All right, guys. As you guys can see, I am your coach. I am your consultant's consultant. I am your what my man said, I'm your favorite rapper's rapper. I'm your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. I am your business consultant's business consultant. I am your guru's guru. There's nothing wrong with that, and that's good. So he's doing very, very good. And he should be extremely proud of himself, guys. So that was a good call. So I am going to answer 2 more questions in the chat, and I'm going to call it a night, guys. So, and also let me know if do you guys like this. So if you like the call-in shows, I want you to say like them. If you don't like the call-in shows, I want you to say don't like them. 3 words. Like them, don't like them. Excuse me. So it's 3 words. Even if you're watching this on the replay, I want you to make a mind muscle connection with this content. Like them, don't like them. Okay. So I am going to answer 3 more questions and I'm going to let it go. I'm going to answer 3 more questions and I'm going to call it a night, guys. We've been on this thing for a long, long time. And how in the world are we at 105 and we only have 68 thumbs up? Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. All of this good game y'all just got. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Shame, shame, shame. Now, most of the time we do the call-in shows when we hit a milestone. We're about to hit 20. We should be at 20 by next week, God willing, and the creek don't rise. All right, so most of you guys, you like them. That's good stuff. All right, so the first question I see is from Aldo Smith. Says, do I need to pay for Dun & Bradstreet to get them to change info quicker because it works for Experian? If you have it, do it, but I suggest that you don't do it because then they're gonna always want you to pay. I teach how to do it without paying because sometimes they want to charge $800 and $900 just for that when you can enroll into the course for the same thing or less and you get so much more. So I suggest that you do it that way. If you have the funds to do so, do so. But if not, then don't. That's one question. I'm answering 2 more questions. All right, Patrick, you said you like them. They're lit. That's awesome. All right, so Marcel, you just got in. We about to actually call it a night, Marcel. We've been live for a long time. All right. Or you have to get some sleep, William. I completely understand that. I completely understand that. Okay. All right, let's see. 2 more questions, guys. All right, so Jason Soto says, would you recommend creating a holding company, although I currently have an LLC created? Yes, I would strongly suggest that you create a holding company because it's always good to have multiple resources, and you can do like that gentleman. That gentleman has a holding company. So you can do like him and build up your platform and build up your portfolio, and then you can have that and then also have your LLC. That's good stuff. Let's see if I can answer. One more question, guys. One more question. All right, so Miguel says, what is a great company to obtain a CDL in New York City? I do not know, my man. I can't answer that one. That's not going to count as a question. All right, let's see. One last question. All right. So Ken Jones says you don't like how you cannot continue the modules, but every 3 days. That's because it's designed for you to learn it and then do it. Learn it and do it because people make mistakes, and it's designed to slow you down so we can walk you step by step so you can learn it and you can do it. That's how it's designed. Like the gentleman that called in earlier, 2 calls ago, he was like, man, Dean, I know I'm slipping because I'm working, I'm grinding. So that's how the course is designed for individuals like that so that they don't feel so overwhelmed. So I know that a lot of people are excited and a lot of people want to just move forward. That's the reason why we have the private Facebook group. And in our private Facebook group, we have hours and hours and hours and hours of videos that you can watch. Even on YouTube, we have hours and hours and hours and hours of videos on YouTube. So I know that it's designed to walk you step by step, I guarantee. Because guess what? You don't want to be like the gentleman that's just called in and is like can't figure out what's that one thing that's stopping him. He just can't figure out why he's not getting it. And that's the reason why it's designed to walk you, because it's the small foxes that destroy the vine. It's that one small thing that stops you from being able to move forward. That's good stuff. All right, guys, so that is going to be it. It has been late. It's late. Let's see how long we've been on this thing, guys. We've been on this thing for a minute. We've been on this thing for a minute, guys, for a minute. And this is my second one today, too. We went back to back like Drake. Yep, for a good hour. So I've been on for over 2 hours, guys, and I'm feeling it. So listen, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. For everybody that watched, and if you're watching on the replay, you're like, Dean, I wanted to call live, and I wanted to participate. 2 things. Make sure you subscribe, and after you subscribe, you hit that notification bell, so the next time that I am live, you will be able to join in. So listen, guys, there's only 3 things you need to do, all right? Be successful and try your hardest. That's it. 3 things. Be successful and try your hardest. That's it. That's it. The only person stopping you from being successful is you. If you don't know it, you can learn it. If you have not met them, you can meet them. If you do not have the character, you can develop it. Every closed eye ain't sleep, and every sleep eye ain't closed. Stay woke. Go get them. Success is waiting for you.
Hey, social media socialites. Look, we are about to go live in a few moments. But before we go live, I need all of you guys to hit that like button right now. If you're watching and you're waiting, go